Several days ago, the producer of Cosmic Fury revealed some of the secrets that the series has that fans have been asking for a long time. Each season of the Power Rangers has a specific structure that it always builds on, and this is what makes up the television show. Unfortunately, some of these things have not been so positive over the years, and there are other things that were excellent but have been removed from the show. These 5 new changes are going to give this new season a chance to be possibly the best of all time. Let's start with the first 4 things that were revealed that are big changes for this new season. The first is that there are no moral of the week stories, which means they can focus on the overall story and not try to sidetrack the entire story to give some obligatory positive message. We all know that the Power Rangers was always created for kids, and normally these shows should be educational. Because of this, the Power Rangers had to have some educational message in every episode, and sometimes this overshadows the story in general. This does not mean that now the series is not going to have positive messages. It means that that positive message is not going to be mandatory in every episode. We assume that throughout the story it will have some positive messages, but it's not going to be something that they must divert the story to give this educational message. You must remember that Cosmic Fury is going to have a connected story in every episode, which means that each episode is not going to have a different story as it always has. For many years the format of the Power Rangers has been to tell a main story that begins and ends in the same episode, plus a secondary story that grows little by little in each episode. Now this will be different, as the main story will be the one that will grow in each episode, and everything will be connected. Because of this, you will have to watch each episode in order, as in other seasons you could watch any episode and you were always going to understand the main story, although maybe you were not going to understand the secondary story. Another secret revealed is that there will no longer be forced comedy duo scenes, and this is something that many have wanted to see disappear in the Power Rangers. In many seasons there is always that silly duo doing silly comedy to fill out each episode and possibly give the series some comedy. This comedy is obviously liked by a lot of kids, but it's something that adults don't like, and this is possibly why they have changed it. Although the same producer has commented that Cosmic Fury is aimed at a child audience, apparently the changes they are implementing seem to be to please an adult audience. We have talked on this very channel that if they want to make a Power Rangers series for adults, then the first thing they had to do was to remove that silly comedy, since that doesn't appeal to most adults. Power Rangers can be a great action and drama series, but when you add that silly comedy, then you take away all the seriousness that the series has. Possibly this change will help the series become more serious and darker to end the 30-year history with an epic product. The third secret they have revealed to us is that they are going back to practical explosions, which means they are going to create real explosions. When the Power Rangers first started, it was noted for all those explosions that we saw in every episode, and this helped make every battle more epic. With these explosions we could feel all the power that was showing up in every big hit, and in addition to incredible appearances. We honestly don't know for sure what this message means, since in Power Rangers Dino Fury we could see these explosions, and although we suppose that some were added in computer, we know that some were real explosions. Something important that we must emphasize is that this season will be in space, and this has already been confirmed by the producer. Because of this, we must consider the environment, because in space everything is different. Maybe these explosions are going to be on other planets and not in a spaceship. The important thing is that we can see lots of explosions, lots of action, and many epic moments. This is what has made the Power Rangers series fill us with excitement every time we see a new episode. The fourth secret revealed is that there will be no filler scenes, which means that the whole story will be full of important moments to always keep us attentive. We know that every episode of the Power Rangers has a lot of filler scenes. These are scenes that they use to lengthen the story to complete all the episodes. These scenes are empty conversations that add nothing to the story or to any character. Other filler scenes are the comedies we mentioned before, which have always been the final scenes of many episodes to use up time. Unfortunately, this season is only going to have 10 episodes, and although they had also confirmed that they had originally planned to have 20 episodes, they had to cut it in half. We suppose that having removed many of these filler scenes and having eliminated the comedy scenes, then it was very difficult for them to complete the 20 episodes. Although this may seem like a negative thing, it really isn't, since without these filler scenes we are going to have a story that concentrates on everything important and will keep us on the edge of our seat. When we watch an episode of any series, the most important thing is that it captures all our attention, and unfortunately the filler scenes cause the viewer to be distracted by something else. Today, there is a lot of competition as any production is competing to capture the viewer's attention, but now there are cell phones, social media, podcasts, YouTube, and many other things that can divert our attention. If any series fails to capture the viewer's attention, then people will think that the series is not very good. The latest secret revealed is that the season will start with a one-shot scene, which has been the most ambitious on the TV show as they jump into a battle on a distant planet. I think this information that the producer has revealed is best to wait to see, as we can't fully understand what this means. From what we can gather is that they are going to have some uncut scene where we will be able to see a big battle on a distant planet. We are obviously not movie experts, but anyone can identify when a scene looks amazing, and this is what the production possibly wants to give us. If this scene exists, this means that possibly we will have many similar scenes throughout the season. Let's remember that this season has no connection with the Japanese series, except for the Zords, which means that the production had all the freedom to film under their own creativity without having to adapt to other styles imposed by the Japanese series. Because of this, is why we can't judge everything we have seen so far, because when they make the final edit of everything, maybe we can see things in a different way. Maybe the costumes will look better, we will understand the weapons, and we will be able to feel everything in a different way. If you are waiting for the first previews of Cosmic Fury, like this video and subscribe for more information without Power Rangers fillers.